Keep watching The Politics.
Greetings, my fellow Americans. It is my greatest honor and patriotic duty to be here to communicate with you all our desire to celebrate America. From this year on, we will be mobilizing our compatriots, mainly from US, Canada, and Mexico, to celebrate our gorgeous diversity and the progress that has been made, particularly these nations. America is a special place in the globe, and America has achieved miracles in its short time in comparison to the rest of the world, such as Asia, Africa, and Europe. America is now the most diverse place under the sun. And this diversity comes with beauty, with ingenuity, with creation, human creativity, and innovation. And in America is where you find the world-altering innovations, organizations that have invented products and services that have forever transformed our lives. Here in America is where the global movers and shakers come for inspiration, look for inspiration, and are inspired to be better at what they do. Here in America is the engine of the global economy, global decision making, and global progress. Here in America is where the United Nations was founded. And this is where the Universal Declaration of Human Rights was written. Here in America, where the Marshall Plan that forever transformed Europe was conceived out of and ratified. Here in America, where every person from anywhere in the world representing all walks of life and backgrounds would desire to come and live or visit or set up enterprises. This is America. This is special. And this is why America needs to be celebrated annually. Not one day, not 1 week, but one whole month. And what month would that be? July. From now on, every year, the month of July will be celebrated as a Celebrate America month. The month of July will now be designated as Celebrate America month. Why July? Even though NAFTA consists of Mexico, US, and Canada, but in US, July 4th is America's Independence Day. In Mexico, July 1st is Canadian Independence Day. So in 1 month, you have two of the most powerful nations under the sun celebrating their day, their Freedom Day, their Independence Day in 1 month. And in Mexico, even though their Independence Day is out of July, but even in Mexico, there are tremendously important celebrations during July. That is why we've decided that no month is more suitable and more relevant to the independence, progress, freedom, and the diversity of America like July. That is why July was chosen. And from 2023 until eternity, July is designated as Celebrate America Month. July, from July 1st to July 31st, every day in it will be celebrated as Celebrate America Month. Different groups, different organizations, individuals in both Canada, Mexico, and US will host celebrations dedicated to Celebrate America Month throughout the month of July. We're doing it because our diversity calls for it. Our diversity makes us unique. Out of many, one. Out of many, one. In America is where almost every language spoken in the world can be heard. Every culture practiced in the world can be seen. Every religious or ethnic background seen in the world can be found here. America now is home to the world's most diverse population of global representation. This is so beautiful, so powerful, and so worthy of celebration. And that is why we'll be celebrating it. And although our foundation, when I mean foundation, when the Europeans and others first came to these shores, horrendous things took place: genocides, enslavement, oppression. Worse things were inflicted on the native as well as those who were enslaved and those who were oppressed, and discriminatory laws and rules were, enacted. Some people were deemed not fully human beings. A lot of people, a lot of groups were not given the human rights that they deserved. People were segregated based on race, ethnicity, language, or, national origin. And these were not only practiced, but they were the laws of the land. America has a very horrendous history, but at the same time, America has developed into the most powerful region in the world. And America's contribution to the development of human rights, to the development of creating the United Nations, to the development of Marshall Plan, and many, many other noble contributions are worthy of celebrating. Now we can concentrate on the past atrocities, past injustice, past oppression, past discrimination, and would never ever come together as a family. We can do that, and it will not benefit us because we cannot change the past, or we can do what we're doing. Take from the past to build a future that is different, a future that incorporates all of us, a future that celebrates our gorgeous diversity, a future that unites us as one family, a future that allows us to maintain our number one in innovation, number one economic wise, number one destination for the global travelers. We can achieve this and we can maintain it by coming together and celebrate our beautiful diversity. Again, out of many, one. With our past, we can build a future that allows us to forget it. We can end the legacy of the injustices of the past by becoming one gorgeous family that celebrates our diversity. And that is the impetus why we conceived of Celebrate America Month. We celebrate individual days in Canada, in Mexico, in US. Now we're coming together from Canada to US to Mexico and celebrate America together. Celebrate America Month, the month of July annually. Groups will display their proud cultural, garments, practices, performances, singing and dancing. Groups will display to the world how proud they are of their heritage, their ethnicity, their language, and everything about them. We can be one family without eliminating one another's background. We can celebrate diversity by embracing every aspect of our individual heritage. We can be stronger together by having the rainbow that is America. All races, all ethnicities, all languages, all cultural practices, all faith backgrounds, everything come together and make America. That is why we're celebrating America in July. We're doing it now and forevermore. And we're asking our elected officials, our diplomats, our religious leaders, our educators, our community activists, we're acting our celebrities, our entertainers, we're acting our role, we're asking our role models, we're asking Hollywood to celebrate America in July, to enact resolutions that acknowledge Celebrate America Month. We want everybody in and nobody to be left out, because this celebration is all inclusive. No culture will be left. Nobody will be isolated. Nobody will be denied inclusion to this celebration, because together we are more powerful. Because of our diversity, we're beautiful. Because of our collectiveness, we're the most powerful region in the world. That is why we are patriotically celebrating America in the month of July, a month that is very relevant to America's celebration, especially to the United States and Canada. My fellow Americans, it is our duty to show the world that through our diversity, we became the most powerful region. And through celebrating this diversity, we will maintain our #1 position. And through embracing our diversity, we will continue to be the engine of innovation, of liberation, of freedom, of refugee, sanctuary places. The world needs us to continue to pave the way. The world needs us to continue to be the shining star where diversity is concerned. Our past is our past. No matter how painful, how unjust their past, but our future is in our hands. And together, we can build it the way we need to build it. We can learn from the past mistakes, past injustice, past discrimination, past genocide, past enslavement, to build a future that is all inclusive, that embraces our diversity, and that honors every culture and background and ethnicity and language and religion. As somebody once said, if it's important to them, it is important. If it is important to them, it is important. Therefore, if your culture, your background, your language, your ethnicity, your nationality is important to you, it must be important to us. And if it is important, then we must preserve it. honor it, and protect it. That is why we're celebrating America. We want everybody to be a shining star. Nobody will be isolated or discriminated or left out. America is ours, and together we will continue to make it a powerful region, a region where dreamers come to realize their aspirations, a region the world look up to as a yardstick to do what is right, what is just, and to innovate. Today, we hold that position. By celebrating America together, all of us will continue to maintain the torch of development, innovation, diversity, power, and prestige, human rights, freedom, and liberty, justice for all, colorblind. My fellow Americans, we are called upon to take the mantle from the founding fathers to another level. They have done their job. It is now our duty to carry forward. It is now our job to say, job well done. We will do better because we know better, because you build the infrastructure. You left us with all the tools to continue on to make it stronger, better, and more hospitable to all. This is why we're celebrating America. Celebrate America Month in the month of July every year. Once we're doing it, the world will love us more. They will respect us more. And they will realize that our strength lies in our diversity. If you come to the US or Canada in particular, you will see elected officials representing every group, every neighborhood, every race, every socio-economic, position. Very diverse. If you come to our legislative halls, you will see people that look like you, no matter who you are. Even the Native Americans who were brutally, murdered for the new settlement, they are now serving in the halls of our respective legislative houses. Let us celebrate that so that we can heal from the past and build a more just society that is home to every race and every religion and every background that it has been. So thank you so much. By the way, this celebration doesn't belong to any organization or any group. It is an open platform where all Americans celebrate it. Design your program, design your mark, design your logo, design how you celebrate, but make sure you celebrate America in July from here on, whether you are in Canada, US, or Mexico. Thank you all. May God continue to bless America. May God continue to unite us, and may God continue to understand that our power lies in our diversity. Out of many, one. Celebrate America month of July. Thank you.
Undoubtedly, Africa is the best tourism destination on Earth. The continent is blessed with the most conducive atmosphere. To feel and enjoy these blessings, join the most productive one-week tour of the continent organized by Daylight Africa every September 2nd to September 9th to see beyond the fallacies about Africa on the mainstream media. Contact us at daylightafrica@gmail.com or call 718-822-5555. Daylight Africa. Revolutionizing tourism industries